Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell for me so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want 6 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 6 free stocks. When you open up a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in that account. They're going to give you 6 free stocks. So after the video, I want you to go down to the description box of the video. Click on that Webull link, open up your new account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. If we don't know what we want when it comes to our financial situation, we can never get it, right? We got to have a clear picture of exactly what we want. And then we got to have a clear and actionable plan in place in order to get it. So let's move on to income. Why is income important? Well, income is important because that's your number one tool to build wealth. So you should have multiple sources of income coming in, not just the primary income, because guess what? If something happened to that primary income, then you're stuck. You're gonna have a difficult time hitting your financial goals if you don't have income coming in. So never rely on one primary income. Always have multiple incomes coming in, right? For me, I have the income coming in from the YouTube channel, right? I got income coming in from affiliate marketing. I have income coming in from RF Financial Consulting. So those are my 3 active income streams. But I also have some passive income streams. One of those passive income streams is invested in the stock market, which I've done for over 20 years. That creates a passive income that I can either take the income or reinvest that income into building more of my stock portfolio, right? Building my wealth through the stock market. I'm working on several other streams of income around digital products and things like that that I'll be putting up on a website. That'll be another additional stream of income. So the goal for me, guys, is to always have 5 or 6 streams of income coming in so that I can control my financial destiny, not someone else. Because if you got a primary source of income and it's coming from an employer, if it's coming from your own business, guess what? That primary source of income controls your financial destiny. The only way you control your financial destiny is if you create passive income. If you take your active income and you turn it into passive income. And you do that through investing in assets that generate income. No matter what you do, you don't have to put any time into it, but it generates income. Real estate, income producing real estate is one of those assets. It creates passive income. Why? Because you buy a piece of real estate, you put a tenant in that real estate, and if that tenant you put in pays rent, guess what? That's passive income. You don't have to work for that income. The tenant is gonna pay you that rent every month because they're living in your property. That's a passive source of income. Some people may argue with that and say, it's not 100% passive because It is passive income, guys, right? That's my opinion. The other one is in the stock market, right? You can build a stock market portfolio, you can grow that portfolio, and then that portfolio will generate passive income. It can generate passive income through dividends, right? And those dividends, you can take that income every single month, every single quarter, every single year. You can take that income and you can live off of it, right? It can take care of your financial needs. And guess what? You don't do anything. The companies that you're invested in, if they're profitable, they pay you a dividend. They share that profit with you as a shareholder. Another one is a business. You can actually have a business that you take a passive role in. You can be an investor. You can go out and find businesses that are looking for capital to expand. And they will either give you part ownership of the business and pay you through distributions or dividends. As they take distributions and dividends, they pay you to as a passive investor. Or you can turn around and simply make a loan to a privately held company, right? And tell them, hey, I'll give you $100,000, but I want a 10% rate of return on my $100,000. So that's 10% you're making every year off of that $100,000 that you lent that particular business until they pay you back. So that's a form of passive income as well. There are multiple ways, guys, to create passive income through assets. The key, though, is you got to have income. You got to have active income that you then invest in these assets so that at some point you can have passive income. I also want to share 4 financial principles that I believe we all can be reminded of, right? Especially in these volatile times we're in right now. The number 1 financial principle is you should always be living on less than what you make, guys. So if I make $2,000 a month, I should be living on $1,000 a month. And then I want to take $1,000 a month and invest it in these assets I just talked about so that I can turn that into passive income. The second financial principle you want to live by is you want to always live on a budget. You want to live on a plan, right? You want to have a financial personal budget put together. You want to know exactly what your inflows and your outflows. You want to know exactly what those things are. Why is that important? Because, guys, if you don't know how much money is coming in and how much is going out, how are you going to have anything left over at the end of the month to be able to invest in assets to build passive income? You won't. So you should always know that. And I recommend you can write it down on a piece of paper. You can use Excel and create a spreadsheet. There are all kind of apps out there where you can track your personal finances. You got to do something, though. You got to know exactly how much money you got coming in, and you got to know exactly how much is going out. That way, you know exactly what you have left over to be able to invest. You also need to do, as part of that personal budget, you need to also be looking at your expenses. You need to know the difference between wants and needs, right? A need is something that's essential to life. We need housing, we need transportation, we need clothing, right? We need insurance. These are needs. We got to have these things in order. We need food. We got to have these things in order to live. Wants would be going out to eat, going on shopping sprees, taking vacations, that kind of stuff. We don't really need that stuff in order to live, but those are wants. So we got to cut out the wants and focus on the needs. And that way we make sure we're taking every dollar available and investing it in assets that can actually build wealth and create passive income for us. Number 3, you gotta stay out of consumer debt, guys. No credit card debt, no high rate automobile loans, no personal loans, high rate personal loans. You gotta stay away from that, guys, because that is gonna eat away at your active income and keep you from having anything left over to invest to create passive income. So you got to stay out of consumer debt, guys. I recommend any type of debt you got that's higher than 5%, you put a plan in place to pay that debt off. You got to. You just got to do that, right? Because that's the only way you're going to give yourself an opportunity really to build wealth. And then the 4th thing you got to do is save and invest. And when I say save, I'm talking about taking that active income, storing it away, and then ultimately taking those savings and then investing them in assets that build wealth, like the stock market, like a business, like real estate, right? Those are the 4 basic financial principles we all should be living by. And then obviously, most important is we got to have an emergency fund, right? We got to have 3 to 6 months of our finances tucked away in a safe place so that if we hit a bump in the road, get sick, can't work, whatever it is, we got at least 3 to 6 months of our expenses put away so that we can recover, live, do the things we need to do until we can get back on our feet. Don't allow distractions. You got to stay laser focused, right? We got to stay disciplined, we got to stay consistent, and we got to stay patient. If we can do those 3 things, man, we'll have a lot of success regardless of what the stock market is doing, regardless if there's more inflation, and if we're in a recession. Guys, like I told you, a lot of wealth has been built during turbulent times. So we still should be investing, right? We still should be dollar cost averaging into the stock market. We still should be looking for side hustles. We still should be doing all of those things. Those things should be primary. Again, if you want those 6 free stocks from Webull, click on that link down in the description box. Open up that new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash that like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.